Hello there, full prefect. I haven't blogged for a while because I've had Christmas to contend with, and that was fun. And I was in no position to say anything other than, "Oh my God, it's Christmas!" And it was good in the end. I worried a lot about Christmas, and in the end, it turned out to be slightly better. And certainly having the kids for 2 weeks and not being at work, that helped. So, well, hey, what's been happening? Well, I'm still off work. I'm not even sure I did a blog entry before that, so you probably don't have the context. But you know, I'm depressed at the moment. I have received sertraline, I think it's called 50 mg every day, and it's kind of smoothed some stuff out for me. And I'm going with a different counselor, therapist in lieu of getting help from my GP. But the GP has been very helpful. He's been very receptive, and finally, after a month and a bit, I did get a referral to the autism people in my local area, which is helpful. But I'm under no illusion, it will take months to get any help. So if you're in dire straits, if call the Samaritans. I got help. Just sometimes it just helps talking to somebody, so that's good. And I'm maybe different to some other people. I try to close off, but it doesn't work. So I end up trying to push people away in an effort to kind of get them to talk to me, which makes no sense at all. So I tried that, and that didn't work. So I keep reaching out, and it's testament to my friends for I don't know whether I put it the right way, but I'm indebted to them. I'm immensely grateful. And if you don't have anybody to talk to, there are the Samaritans, and there are other hotlines wherever you are. And even though you don't know them, it can be extremely helpful. In fact, preferable, I think, to talk to somebody who's not directly involved and doesn't know, and you explain it to them, and that way you kind of reflecting back on yourself. So that's useful. Speaking about reflecting, I wanted to do not just a blog. I wanted to also say, hi, I'm still alive. And I've asked my new therapist to have a look at this. So that's this. I hope she does, because the previous one was interested in it, and then he didn't. So here's some new relationships, I guess. And I paused my previous relationship with, not paused. We mutually agreed to kind of have a month off without talking to each other, which is immensely stressful for me, because not talking to somebody is probably the worst thing I can think of. So it gradually over the month declined to that point, and I do whatever's necessary, even if it hurts me. And it didn't work, and I found out today that actually I did a few things. This is really annoying. Might get my face. No, it's really. I found out today that we're. Oh God, let me get this right. It's about being destructive, or we're kind of destructive to each other, I guess. So it's. Wow, and she was listing some stuff like getting out of bed too quickly or something, and waking her up, I guess, and maybe not understanding quiet time with her son when we did homework or something. And I've got my way of dealing with things, and I'm not entirely aware when somebody disagrees with me, because I don't get the little hints. I don't get the no, stop doing that, unless it's immensely helpful if somebody turns around and says, I would like you to not do this right now. That's helpful. If you don't, and then you go like, so all of those little things adding up. So this is kind of where I got to with this, which is I'm pissed off now because I started the relationship with, being honest, being transparent, being open, and I feel that a lot of the times it was about, I perceived the surface of a situation, so we would be cuddling or massaging or whatever, and I'll perceive the situation as happy and helpful or whatever, and actually it's like all the while there's this sub level of not really feeling it, or I'm like feeling I should reciprocate, or a whole nother level going on that I don't perceive. So that really frightens me. It frightens me because I don't know the stuff I can't see, and although it stares me in the face, and this is the duality or the paradox, I have no idea. I don't know. It's like, imagine this. If you're neurotypical, imagine this. You are you're worried that at work people are talking behind your back, and they might be, let's face it, if you're in a corporate environment, they probably are. So imagine they are talking behind your back, but actually they are talking to your face. They're like talking, looking at you straight in the face, saying, "Hey, Axel, blah blah blah," and you go like, "Okay, I hear blah blah blah, I understand blah blah blah, it's blah blah blah." But what they were actually saying was blah 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 bloop. I'm making a really shitty analogy, and I apologize, but it's like that. You hear 90% or maybe half of whatever is going on, whatever is, however facetious or sarcastic or whatever they are. So you've got that going on, and then you find out through friends or through them telling you, because they whatever situation, you find out that actually there was another layer to this whole conversation, and it's like, "Oh, I thought you picked up on it." It's like, well, duh, I don't pick up on it because of my ASD. And they go like, "What?" So that conversation never happened. So what usually happens is somebody says whatever they're saying, and then I go like, "Okay, I have no other input. I have no other way to ascertain it." So what I usually do is I go around to my friends and I say, or colleagues in that case, and I say, "What's going on? Can you put this into context?" And the people who know me, and they may or may not know that I have ASD, but they understand that there's something that I don't know, and they very helpfully put some context in it for me, and that is really, really cool. So my ex-girlfriend kind of likes me, and she doesn't like me at the same time, and it's doing my head in. It's like, what? How can I be the best thing since sliced cheese, and then on the other hand be all of the little things adding up to this big disaster or destructive kind of thing? And I don't know, man. I'm man, woman, human. When I say man, I mean human. I'm not genderist. And yeah, so that's my relationship in a nutshell. So I did a lot of things, and I don't know what they are, because she said, "Okay, I'll give you." This is very rude, because if she's listening, which she probably isn't, because who does look at this blog other than my therapist or the occasional friend? You know who you are. I don't know who you are, but thank you anyway. I'm doing this without my glasses because I don't like contact lenses, so I don't. This is my Ford Prefect persona, my gamer persona today. Shit. Okay. I cannot explain it logically or rationally. Yeah, that's an issue, I guess. Okay. So okay, I asked her to tell me what I did wrong, because I also said later on, I said, you know, I want you to explain to me, please, if you don't mind, because she wants to be a friend. So, you know, I'm saying I want to be better at being normal. I want to be better at fitting in, I guess. No, I would like to just keep a relationship. You know, I think kept a relationship with my ex-wife for a good long time. That's probably because I went like, okay, you don't want physical contact, you don't want to go out, you don't want to do this. I'm gonna be okay with it because I love you, and you know, let's just get through this. And it ended up with, oh, this is a bit much. Yeah, makes sense. You've got ASD, but I don't want it to this. So she said, you know, like when you get up and then it's quite sudden without realizing you're doing it, you know, and not realizing when you switch to quiet time for my son, and you're not as calming as you think you are being. And I don't want to keep going because it all feels mean. Its details mean nothing separately, but create a general feel of being misaligned. I'm so sorry. And that is kind of my relationships in a nutshell. There's a lot of things, you know, I need to know, and I can't know because most people don't, and I don't expect reciprocation when I make gifts or when I say things. I hope, obviously, but I don't expect it. And I think there's a preconceived notion in our society, apparently, that, you know, women have to react a certain way, or partners have, and I'm not even on social media anymore, so I don't know what the expectation is these days. You know, are you supposed to be like this? Are you supposed to be like that? It's like, I make you a gift, that's it. It's, I want to see you smile, ideally. You know, I hope it makes you happy. I'm not doing it to say, "Hi, I'm so grateful for your amazing gift." You know, I don't need, I don't want that. I don't care. I just, you saying thank you for the gift, if that's what you feel like, or this made me happy. You know, that's it's hard to explain. I don't make gifts to elicit a reaction other than genuine happiness. And this is way too long. It's 12 minutes now. I've got a few minutes left. I think the issue is I'm doing things to make myself happy, that make other people happy. So that's a weird thing, and I have to work that through probably with my therapist. But I'm doing things that put me out or that make me unhappy, maybe because they make other people happy, and therefore I'm happy, and therefore it's not really unhappy, if that makes sense. So if I have to travel an hour or two to spend an hour with somebody, or 10 minutes with somebody, you know, that I love or care about, or go the extra mile for somebody, I don't see it as going the extra mile. It's not an effort that registers as, you shouldn't be doing this because you're doing this for somebody else. It's more like, I can see them being happy, therefore I know I'm making them happy, and that's what I want. I want other people that I care about to be happy. So why wouldn't I do it? And I guess there is this this notion that you shouldn't do that in our society, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it is wrong. Maybe somebody can put me right, but as far as I can see, it's that's what makes me happy. I mean, there's a minor amount of things that make me happy, you know, but what makes me happy is in fact physical contact. And I know that a lot of people who read up on ASD think, oh, you can't touch an ASD person. And I do have real problems with people touching me. But the people that I care about, like my children or my loved ones, I want them to hug me. And it is a weird feeling. I grant you that it is weird, but it makes me happy. So there you go. So that's my 15 minutes done. Thank you for making it this far, and yeah, I'm looking forward to your comments if you have any. Have a good day.